into the urgent search for Caleb Harris. Tonight, we're reviewing new video of the Island University student appearing to be from the last night that he was seen.
A ring camera capturing some of his last movements before his mysterious disappearance.
So take a look here. Caleb can be seen in the parking lot at his off-campus apartment complex off of Ennis Jocelyn around 1 a.m. He was with one of his roommates, a friend, outside playing with a dog. Caleb's face visible as he looked toward the ring camera before they make their way back in the other direction on that night in early March.
At this point, we don't have any clear evidence of exactly how he ended up in that lift station. We can say that it is a very secure facility there. There's a chain link fence around the facility. It's locked with a padlock. For you to get into that facility, you have to pass through that gate. Once you get into that, inside the gate, there's another lock on the building, and the actual wet well where the remains were found is covered with a steel grate that also has a padlock on it. So it wouldn't be easy for anybody to intentionally dispose of the remains in that manner. Wait and see what the medical examiner rules. He hasn't made a final ruling yet. We met with him earlier today and kind of shared everything that we have learned, all our information, and we'll wait to see what he rules on this, the manner of death and the cause of death.
This was one of the complete autopsy examination, including toxicological analysis and microscopic examination of the residual organs, and in consideration of the available investigative information. It is our opinion that the cause of death of Caleb Wilson Harris, a 21-year-old male, cannot be determined with certainty. The Nueces County Medical Examiner lists the manner in which Caleb Harris died as undetermined, but says that there does not appear to be any evidence of homicide or traumatic injury. You may recall that at least with the Harris family, that was a question that was out there, is that they do not believe, and said at the time that his remains were discovered, they did not believe that this was an accident. But again, the Nueces County Medical Examiner saying there is no evidence of a homicide or traumatic injury. So the report states that the condition of the body when it was found could be obscuring subtle injuries and or additional significant natural disease, and that the quote, exact details leading up to the terminal event and death are currently unclear. So it states that if further relevant information becomes available in the future, then the office's findings can change. But this is based on now and based on a report of the remains of missing college student Caleb Harris. Saying this absolutely is Caleb Harris. That we know. What we do not know is how he may have died. I want to now have to make a decision about whether to keep the investigation open or whether to close it based on this autopsy report. That's something that we'll have to be asking and something that they'll have to consider. I'm sure, again, based on this report, the cause of death is undetermined. The family says they believe there was something more to that and they would like an investigation deeper into that. CCPD will have to determine whether or not to do that or whether to say, at this point, we're going to close the investigation.